Hi guys, so basically welcome to the subtitle CHEONBO Providence. Yeah, so today I want to talk a little bit about the ancestor liberation and change one. A little bit, really brief. Why I say it's briefly because like somehow today some of the members just talk about this whole topic and saying that there's too many houses. Why we have so many houses, and it's confusing to me. Yep, and I want to talk about it. So basically, so we start our church starting with like the blessing ceremony. With the blessing ceremony, it's much more like, okay, your descendants, because of the blessing ceremony, we are supposed to have a lot of blessing. But if you are standing as the enemy side of, like, maybe your ancestor enemy, who you know, like in the past, there are so many people like killing each other and like just, and I just hate you and I just kill you. After I kill you, nobody cares about it. If you don't believe that people will just kill each other, you should go and just maybe watch some documentary talking about the First World War, Second World War. If you still don't believe it, maybe you need to see that what happening in the village of China. Their stories of something is pretty crazy. And in the past, like when people killing each other, they don't really feel it. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that the enemy themselves don't feel anger inside them. A lot of times they just feel anger, but they don't have anywhere to go. So that's why, like in this way, when they saw the descendants suddenly like receiving a bundle of blessing itself, you won't be happy. Like, okay, let's say I give an example. So saying that, okay, you, maybe your father keep on just trying to bully other kids and making them be poor and losing their own confidence. And but then one day you got the lottery. Your whole family are supposed to be blessed, right? Because you won the lottery, you all are supposed to be rich. But in this way, the one who are being made to be poor by your father, and do you think that they will just chill and just saying that, yeah, they got the money, yeah, that's it? No, because they think that they themselves also a victim, so they want to charge you more. It will be like, what is the point that you got all the money? What is the point? What's the qualification you got it? And they will just keep on accusing onto you. Same. So after the blessed families, like they receive the blessing, a lot of them turn out they start to have problems spiritually. What I mean spiritually is much more like there's something that in the medical checking right now, they can't really give a clear scenarios. They can't. And sometimes it just happens so suddenly, like maybe the wife and the husband and wife having a good relationship, but suddenly the wife just hate the husband so much. And even like the way she talking herself, the gesture and everything change. So in this kind of situation, usually we'll just try to understand maybe there's something in the back, spiritually. So yeah, we need to deal with it. Yeah, it's much more like this way. So the morning, so basically she saw this kind of situation keep on happening, and she was like, oh yeah, it's so pitiful to see the blessed family to happen in this way, because they are supposed to be blessed, but after that, so many accusations from the past ancestors. So yeah, so what we are supposed to do? Okay, so firstly, we need to clean up all your ancestors' sin. So yeah, we need to clean it and clean it and clean it. So that's why we start to have the ancestor liberation and blessing. And cleaning up all the ancestors, and at the same time, you become your ancestors' ancestor. You become their spiritual father and spiritual mother. And because you are bringing them to go to liberation and blessing. And with all the procedure, you are supposed to be cleaning up all your ancestors so they won't feel guilty. So right now they can help you. In the past, Cheonbong is when you come to Cheonbong, it's not the ancestor helping you, it's the only angels are helping you. And after that, with the grace of the ancestor liberation and blessing, right now the absolute good spirits, which means your ancestors, they can come and help you. That's the good point. But then, when you're liberating all your ancestors, usually in the early days, we are always emphasizing you need to do more Johnson. You need to do a lot of devotions, like a 21 days of 50 balls, or you're doing like a 21 days of morning fasting. You're not eating anything, for 12 hours. You can only drink water. This kind of condition for every 7 generations. And somehow we accumulated in the end is like how much? 430 generations. And with this case and making it into this way, so that's why like we have so much like somehow we pull out all the conditions to liberate our ancestor. So basically the enemy side, they can't really complain onto anything. But right now the grace is much more opening wider and wider. And because of it, and a lot of our members forgot, or like they are not being educated to do a lot of devotions. And that's when your devotion is insufficient, but all your ancestor was being liberated, where do their sin go? The sin cannot just disappear so randomly. So they all just come to your side. True parents can only liberate the original sin. That's the first point that I need to always clarify about it. True parents can only cleanse away your original sin. But other than that, all your heretical sins, and as well as like other sins that you done by yourself or like by other people, but you are also being shot yourself. This all are basically you need to take up the responsibility. So that's why. In this way. But somehow like true parents also like giving them grace in this way is that after you liberate your ancestors until a certain number, I forgot the number, if I'm not mistaken, 120 or 210, you can receive the ancestor house with the donation made. So with this way, so that's why like we have the firstly ancestor house, but in the past ancestor house itself, we have the big size or the small size. But after that, because the big size itself is like 40 kg, pretty heavy, so that's why they don't do it anymore. So they just make it into small one, because usually international members are taking it back home. Usually in this way. And somehow in our church understanding, spiritually, when you open your ancestor house, the much more earlier you are opening it, the much more closer to the Cheonbong in heaven. So it's much more like spiritually you are being set up. Right there. So it's much more like the house for your ancestors, and as well as for you in the future going to the spiritual world. That's how it's been. That's our understanding toward the ancestor house. And after that, Chumada called to another name that's called Hyeojongwon. So when you hear Hyeojongwon, yes, basically it's our ancestor house and nothing changed inside, but the name changed. Why? Because all the ancestors doing all the providence out of Hyeojong. It's not because they are doing by fear, they're doing because of responsibility. No, because of the love they are giving towards our heavenly parents and true parents. That's how I've been. So the providence just keep on continuing. Then after that, we have the central evil spirits. So basically, it's the collateral liberation that after your straight ancestral lines, and after that, those who are not inside this line of collateral or collateral liberation, you can do as much as you could. Just up to you. Even your friends, you can just do it. And yeah, and basically because of the CHEONBO night vigil, they started on the year of the 2020. And during that time, True Mother gave a direction and saying that, okay, CHEONBO need to be started now. And they just keep on doing it with all the elder leaders. And they keep on like pushing onto it and pushing more and more and more and more. And then until a certain time, like every like some of the numbers itself, and Chumada will just announce new things like oh, we are extending the CHEONBO branch, or we are extending the CHEONBOs and set up the CHEONBO branches all around the world, and they are supposed to doing the Navigil together, and for this and that and this and that. That's what Chumada being did. And then what happened is that Chumada also just saying, okay, so CHEONBO basically, Truvada already got to the spiritual. So where is his office? It's inside the CHEONBO. So inside the CHEONBO itself, Truvada office, which means when you're praying, Truvada will just help you. And right there, that's the most spirits that can just help you most of the time. Yep, that's how it's being done. And so because of this kind of grace, we have the CHEONBO house. The CHEONBO house is for you to connect spiritually and for you to meet your Father inside of the CHEONBO. That's how it's supposed to be. The purpose is in this way. There are procedures for setting up both of these houses, for sure. And you're supposed to sing, you're supposed to do all the ceremonies, and like you can only open the house or the envelope itself only when you arrive your home. Not before. You cannot bring it to toilet, and there's a lot of things. And yeah, some members is saying that, oh yeah, it's so heavy, right? So can I ask my friends to just bring it and I don't need to pay any money for it? To be honest, no. Why? Because in the past we have members that are really kind-hearted and they're doing others, but a lot of things just happen, right? Because once you pay with the Hyeyong-won and CHEONBO, once it broke, you cannot return it. So who is going to buy it? Who is going to pay it? Pay for the broken vessels. Pretty hard. No one wants to deal with that kind of responsibility. So that's why right now, basically, a CHEONBO branch, the CHEONBO training center doesn't allow other people to be representatives unless you are the direct family members from the family. Unless, yeah. And also you are supposed to be 18 and above. If you are lower than it, no. Yeah, so that's right. There's a lot of concerns that inside of it. Yeah. Saying all this is just the one to let you all know, okay, we have this kind of history in the past and why somehow things cannot be easy. Yeah. So yeah, basically in this way. And yeah, this basically all my videos for today's. Talking about the CHEONBO and also the ancestor liberation and blessing. Yeah. So see you, and I hope you all just enjoy my video. I was really tired, and because I'm doing diet as well. Yeah, but yeah, hope to see you all in my next video. See you.